Hi guys, it's Terry here. Welcome back to my den. Today we're going to do a little bit of a review on a foreign Swedish film called Let the Right One In. This is a channel, by the way, that we're just going to be focusing on foreign content. I mean, I'm going to do reactions to music worldwide that I don't know anything about or never heard of. And we're going to do some reviews on foreign films. Because in America here, we can go to the theater at any time and see any of the Hollywood blockbusters and stuff, but we really have to seek out the foreign stuff. And today we're going to do, like I said, Let the Right One In. This is a film that came out in 2008. Some of you might have seen the 2010 American make of this film, which starred Chloe Grace Moretz. And if you did, and if that's the only version you've seen, then you probably walked away and thought, well, that was a pretty good film. Most critics did like that film. But if you go back and revisit the original foreign film that just was made a couple years before that, you will see that it is actually much, much superior. And you will then say to yourself, once again, they remake a great film and, the American version, and they kind of ruin it. I mean, we've seen several examples of that over time, but that's just the way Americans make their films. They kind of have to tell the audience everything that's about to happen, kind of water down the script a little bit, and throw a bunch of special effects in there. It's what the general audience, I guess, likes. That's what makes the money at the box office and stuff. But I find that foreign films are a little bit more made to where they're just trying to connect with the audience, and they're trying to tell the story, and you're gonna just take the journey with them. And I think that's what happens in this film here too. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna play a movie trailer of it, and then we'll just have a small discussion of it here. All right, where did I set my remote at?
Är du vampyr? Hade du tyckt om mig ändå? Vill du bli ihop med mig?
Okay, there we go. I can notice that the camera was having a hard time focusing in and out because it kept going black in between the screens there, and it didn't have anything to focus on, so sorry about that. But as you can see by the trailer here, this is a vampire movie seen through the perspective of, child's eyes, something that you normally don't see in this type of film. Normally it's just the real powerful vampire or the big battles, but this is actually a kind of like a down to earth. In fact, actually, by the time the movie ends, you're going to be thinking, hey, this is totally believable. This could actually happen, next door to me. But the really bright spot about this film, which separates it from the American version, is the casting of the two child leads. They're absolutely outstanding. In fact, it's perfect casting. When I was watching this film, I kept thinking to myself, I don't think they could have cast anybody else for this role because these two kids were absolutely perfect. Especially Lena Leanderson. She's the one that plays Ely, the vampire. She actually had no kind of film experience before this film. It was her very first one, his too. And she just really comes off as a pro. I mean, her expressions on her face, the emotions that she did, the connection with the other lead actor and with the audience is actually quite remarkable. In fact, it's some of the best, I thought, child acting I've seen on screen, especially for this topic or film, in a long, long, long time. So really, that's going to stick out when you watch this film. So if you've seen the American version, I hope you run out and see this version because you will then notice that there is much more of a connection there in that film, much more emotion, and there's more believability to it, and you'll come away much more satisfied watching this film. The premise of the film, obviously, as you can see from the trailer, is she's a vampire, which obviously she has been turned at a young age, and so she's trapped in this 11-year-old body. Obviously, she's much older than that, but when she comes across the boy when they meet each other, she can tell he's being bullied and he's kind of a loner and he's just looking to connect with somebody that wants to talk to him, wants to interact with him, and it kind of helps her out too. She's just, I think it kind of gives her a glimpse of like, hey, I remember back when I was 11 years old, I just like to be a kid too, interact with another person that's looks to be my same age and has my same, problems, some problems like normal ones where they're a kid and they depend on adults and because she can't just get around at 11 years old. She can't, be seen driving or renting apartments or anything like that because that would obviously be way too suspicious. And she's a vampire, obviously, that doesn't want to really be a vampire is what comes across. She doesn't like the idea of having to hunt and kill to live. She has the adult do that for her. And the boy, well, he's just a loner and being bullied. And once he meets Ely, even after he finds out that she's a vampire, that doesn't scare him off because, he's just kind of seeing life through violence and, hardship towards him. And he doesn't mind if some people get killed. In fact, he'd probably like to see some of his bullies get killed. And yeah, he wouldn't lose any sleep over that. So he's not frightened off by her. And that's something special to her because she now knows, hey, look, they both can deal with each other on their own problems and not have any issue with it to where they can see each other or communicate, kind of get with each other's feelings and maybe even help each other out by them. Now, I don't want to give away the whole movie or the plot or anything. I'm just kind of setting up what the film is about. It's really just about the struggles of these two kids. One is obviously much older as a kid, much wiser, and I think she's just longing to kind of forget about her problems and go back to her childhood. And he provides that for her. And he, on the other hand, gets some affection shown his way, some trust shown his way, and that really helps his life out. So without getting into all the spoilers or anything of the movie, I really do suggest this movie for anybody that's looking for a good horror film that's not like over the top, with like tons of special effects or blood and gore just all over the screen. This is really more of a psychological horror film, and it really does connect. Like I said, by the end of the movie, you're going to walk away remembering this film, and you'll definitely remember the girl that played this role. Her name, again, is Lena Leanderson. You'll always kind of, when you think of a vampire movie, you'll always, her face will always kind of flash up in your mind after that. So After watching this film, I've seen a lot of vampire films. This actually kind of shot right up to the top of the list there. You know, it's one of my favorite vampire films of all time because it's just unique and it's different from the hordes of vampire films that are made out there. So once again, I give this film thumbs up. I hope that if you haven't seen it, I hope you do see it because you will definitely enjoy this film. And I want to thank you for watching this. Next time I do a reaction, I'm going to be doing another reaction on some foreign music. Like I said, I do got a list to get through on that. And so I thank you, and I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.